Hey guys, this is the Angelic reading for the week. I was meditating prior to even conducting the reading, and at the end of my meditation, I felt like this huge rock on my left hand. Okay, the left hand is always the hand to receive. Okay, and I feel like that entails some type of obstacle that you're facing on your path right now. I also got this like mental image of like a person walking up like a mountain or trail, okay, and this big boulder just in the middle of their way. And they're like, "Oh my god, this is going to be impossible. Like how am I supposed to get like through this thing? Like I can't go over it. I can't go under it, you know?" And the divine is saying that you have the power to just smack that boulder away. And all you need is a little bit of faith. Okay. And then I got the, you know, the image of David and Goliath, where, you know, David is like facing this big, you know, giant that he feels is like, you know, he doesn't even hesitate on like approaching this giant. He just like slays him, you know. um and then I got an email. Was like interrupted by an email. I got an email about some type of energy assistance program, and I feel like this is a calling for you to like, you know, ask others for help with this obstacle, even your spirit team. Okay, including even your spirit team, I should say. Okay. And then I dropped my protection bracelet. You know, I was like in a rush and I was like trying to put it on, and I dropped it, and it dropped to like literally it shaped the number 8. It was so crazy. So I know 8 signify abundance and prosperity. Okay, so this has to do some type of obstacle in your way on your path of what you're trying to reach. Having to do with something having to do with your abundance or prosperity, however that would make sense to you. Okay, because abundance and prosperity is different things to different people. It could be wealth, it could be health, it could be your happiness and your mental health, right? Having an abundance of happiness, having an abundance of joy, and just being prosperous. Okay, and having good mental health, or being around your family. So let's start the reading. Okay, we'll get into the Angel Tarot. I'll pull out 3 cards for the collective for September 6th, 2023. Need 3 cards for the collective, please. Clear and accurate messages. Wow. Major Arcana off the bat. Okay. And 2 more cards popped out. I was only supposed to grab a 3rd one, but this one wanted to come out too. So we're going to take it. That one came out in the reverse. And yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. It started with a major arcana and ended with a major arcana. I need a few cards to clarify this reading for the collective. Need 2 cards, please. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Oh, 3 cards came out. Yeah. Starting off with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, 10s have to do with some type of completion. Okay, this is things turning out in your favor, or you hoping for things to turn out in your favor. Okay, wishing for things to turn out in your favor. Okay, wanting that wheel to finally turn in your favor. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting an image of The Price is Right. You know, when you spin the wheel and you win big. Okay, that's what you're something to that extent. Okay. The next card is the eight of air. That's the Eight of Swords, and this is you kind of feeling trapped mentally in some type of situation, but it's in your thoughts. You're not actually stuck. Okay. In regular tarot, it's a picture depicted of, in the tarot, of a woman with her blindfolds on, loose chains on her wrist, but swords all around her to be able to cut through. Okay, there's something that you're not seeing. Okay, that some type of, that you're not being able to tap into some type of intelligence. Okay, or even you might have foggy thinking. Okay, you might be like too emotional to like grasp the logistics. I don't know why I said logistics, but grasp being logical in your situation, as far as being able to have a way out, being able to being like to take that machete and like cut through the grass. Okay, I'm seeing someone in the jungle like literally like cutting through the grass, and like, but you're not seeing that machete per se. You're not seeing those like the you know, the weapons or the resources that you need to escape this survival mode. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting survival mode. I'm getting also like this image of like you know, like a character in a video game, like trying to avoid danger and gathering, you know, like Resident Evil, when you get your weapons and your herbs and you store them in the little that trunk thing. But in real life, those trunk things don't even exist. Like, how they randomly just appear in like, you know, oh, the storage, we have a trunk here, and it links up to the other storage units. But I feel in this sense is the divine. You're not tapping into the divine and asking for help. You're looking for outside sources within yourself, which is not a bad thing. Okay, but ultimately you're going by what someone else wants you to do rather than what you feel like doing, what you feel is right. Okay, you're not stuck. Okay, get that out of your head. Okay, you're not stuck. Six of Pentacles. Okay, this is you feeling like there is no equal give and take. Maybe you feeling like you're losing money, you're losing time, you're losing energy to a situation. Okay, that you know is not gonna pay back. It's not gonna pay you back, or like, you know, something that you're investing in that's not kind of pouring back into you. Okay, and this has to do with money, time, and resources. Okay, because Pentacles have to do with time as far as like seasons goes. You know, like when you plant the seed, you watch it grow. When you invest. Okay, you feel like you're losing out on something that you're pouring into. Okay, that you're not getting that back equally in return. Okay, it's an imbalance there. Okay. And the last card is renewal, which is judgment. Okay, in typical tarot, the judgment card. Okay, this is the day of judgment day. Okay, this is you making some type of judgment call, either on yourself or the situation. Okay, this is, you know, the divine sounding that trumpet and kind of calling you out to make a decision. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. Okay. Getting like an inventory of like everything that has happened up until this moment in time, and literally like making a conscientious decision or a conscientious choice to go one way or the other. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is ego. Okay, the ego in typical tarot, this is a devil card. Okay, there's something here that, like, to me, that boulder represents like your own ego. Okay, you haven't dropped the ego on something. You're either negative self-talking yourself with this Eight of Swords. Okay, like, no, I can't do this, I don't have the resources. Like, you're in that lack mentality, okay? Like, and your ego is like, telling you like, no, you can't do it. Not like the bad conscience telling you that you can't do these things, okay? Or that you're this or that, but in a negative sense. Ego, the devil also talks about like codependency. So there's some type of situation where maybe you feel codependent, okay? That maybe you're not giving to a situation as much as you want, or someone's not giving you back as much as you're putting in, okay? This could also talk about some type of addiction, okay, or something toxic, or someone toxic in your life. Literally, someone being the devil in your life, something that is evil and toxic in your life, okay. And judgment is, with this divine and the angel in the background, they're calling on you to change direction. There's something that you're off course about, okay? And not necessarily off course, but like this obstacle is placed in your path and it's kind of making you off course, okay? And like, I don't want to say it, but I have to say it. I feel like you're in your own way. There's something that you're making what is that saying, a mountain out of a molehill, and you're kind of creating this big thing in your way, but it's like you're putting that there as like a way to kind of procrastinate on something, or not want to face it, or like maybe you're afraid of changes, okay? Maybe you're used to like this situation, this chaos, this emotion, okay? Your ego telling you, oh, it's okay, it's familiar here, you're safe here, but you're really not, okay? Listen, I feel like, and I touched on this, like, you're so emotional, and it's okay to be emotional, like, emotional sensitivity is like hand in hand with, psychic abilities and intuition, right? But there's something that you're not seeing logically because you're so stuck in the emotions that you can't see past those blindfolds that you have. It's like your ego has these blindfolds on you, and what you think is leading you to where you want to go is actually deterring you back. It's actually like putting these blockages in the middle of your path, okay? I say that because, okay, the angel therapy card, one of the angel therapy cards is telling you to cut your cords. There's some type of energy around you or people around you that are kind of also feeding this ego of yours instead of telling you what it is, instead of telling you the truth, okay? And you have to kind of question those people, like, are those people that energy that you want around you, okay? Do you want someone that's gonna lie to you and like, like make you feel better by like, telling these white lies per se? No, you want someone who's gonna be truthful and blunt and honest with you, even if it hurts your feelings. And the swords are very significant. I feel like there's some type of truth that you are not willing to like look in the face and really face facts, really, okay? Vegetarian or vegan might be very significant. This might, angel therapy cards are maybe trying to tell you to get on a diet so that you can feel lighter and you can really receive that intuition, okay? Yeah, this is it literally, and the angel answers are literally like saying what I'm saying. Like, this ego, okay, is telling you, this devil is telling you, oh, this is what you need to do to have this type of success, okay? But really, they're just leading you blind, okay? It's a no, okay? They're not being truthful. They're not being honest. There is no success there, okay? And the divine is telling you to reconsider. reconsider your options, reconsider your choices, reconsider your own thinking patterns. Okay, get out of your ego. Okay, step out of your ego. Okay, this thing that you're pursuing in the long run, okay, are you operating from your ego, or are you operating from your heart space? Okay, are you trying to reach this level in order to flex for people, or are you trying to satisfy or attain this level in order to feel good, in order to like be abundance and prosperous within you? Yeah, and it's saying ask your angels for the help. Remember what I talked about, like getting that help from the divine, in order to help you with this, because I feel like you feel like you're alone in this. Okay, and I just think that it's the people that you're surrounding yourself with that you really shouldn't be taking advice from. You really shouldn't be asking for, because they're just leading you astray. They're just feeding your ego. Okay, intuitively, you know what you need to do. Like I said, right is right and wrong is wrong, right? So intuitively, you know the answer. You just, the people around you are not giving you the truth. They're not being real with you. Okay. Yeah. 8 of water. You have to emotionally walk away from something. Walk away from some type of situation. It might be even your friends. You might have to emotionally walk away from them. Emotionally walk away from maybe even those bad emotions that you felt comfortable in. Like maybe if you grew up in chaos, like that's all you know. Or if you grew up in anger, that's all you know. So it's like getting out of those emotions that kind of like, or people, places, or situations that kind of trigger those negative emotions in you. And yeah, and it's okay to be angry, but not self-destructive. It's okay to be angry. And I always say this, depression is anger without enthusiasm. Okay? You can be angry, but you don't have to be hurtful. You can be angry that things happen to you, that you have heartbreaks, that you have pain or struggles that you went through, but it's not okay for you to dump that on other people and yell at other people just because you have it bad. Because you don't know what that other person is going through. Yeah, they might, put a facade or something that everything's going great, but everyone has struggles. Everyone, has something that they're trying to achieve. Appearances are very deceiving. What is the outcome of this final situation? What is a possible outcome? For the collective, please. Five of water. Yeah. And 7 of water. If you keep reveling in this disappointment, this is what you're going to stay at. Okay? You keep crying over spilled milk. You keep crying over something that ended, something that transpired. Like you have this like hurt and pain that like you're not seeing the good side of, the positive of. And it's okay. It's okay to be upset and be disappointed. But when you stay there and you don't learn the lesson and you don't kind of pick yourself up and you kind of just wallow in the grief and let this like situation turn you bitter, you're not making progress. Okay? You have options. You have choices. The choice is yours to offer yourself this cup or look for the others who can help you with the situation. You're not in this alone. You have people who love you. You have perspectives outside of yourself. Okay? But the 7 of water, which is the 7 of cups, also advises that not all those cups are water. Some of them are poison. And you have to be mindful of what energies you need to cut. You need to be mindful of what energies are around you that are feeding these demons, feeding this ego of yours, feeding you what you want to hear just because they don't want to emotionally deal with you. Because that's literally when people feed your ego, they're literally just like, let me just tell this person what they want to hear instead of helping them. And that's for two reasons. Either they like seeing you stuck there, or they're intimidated by the change. Okay, they're intimidated by you smartening up and kind of like leaving them in the dark. So be mindful of the company you keep. You're causing your own hurdle. It's time to step out of your way. Ask for help from the divine, from your spirit team, from others. And understand the value of interconnectedness and teamwork. Literally us humans are wired to be a team with people. Like, you can be the top student of a class, but if you don't exert that effort into the greater good, then all that effort is wasted. All that talent is wasted. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope someone was able to obtain some type of clarity. I'm available for personal readings, parties, and events. All my information is within the description box. Thank you so much for your purchase. Well, thank you so much for your future purchases, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Take care.